Hello everyone, welcome to CMS Digital Classrooms. I'm Tufan. So today we are going to discuss one of the most important topics which you are learning since class 6. Okay, we have started our learning in class 6 about those all things, and not only that particular things only, whatever we are learning in our class, that is the basic thing starting from the 6, 7, 8 and from the earlier classes also. So one of the most important topic in any field, especially in the field of constructions of building, constructions of maps, or any rough drawing if you are doing, that is meter is the angle. Okay, so if you draw wrong angle or if you draw wrong construction, then the whole things whatever you are planning, that may be not accurate, that may be not last for a long time. Okay, few days back I have seen one of the engineer has built like this type of house, of bricks. So do you think this will be last for more days? No. So that is why the basic knowledge or the advanced, you can say, in class, in your class it is more about it. Okay, so not only the basic, we will learn all the things about the geometry, about the constructions. Okay, in deeply. Okay, so first important thing is to introduce or is to revise all the instrument, all the geometrical instrument which we will go through with. Okay, so first geometrical instrument which we can say is the scale. This is the scale. So in scale you can see in one side centimeter and millimeter scale is given. So centimeter and millimeter measurement is given in one side. Okay, so here other side it is given measurement of inches. Okay, so this is the scale which two types of measurement is given. One is in meter and centimeter. In centimeter and millimeter, and another side it is given in inches. Okay, the next geometrical instrument which we will learn is the set square. So set square is, these are the two set square which you might have not used so much, अभी तक उतना ज़्यादा यूज नहीं किए होंगे, but still we will learn about this. In this you can see this, if we are talking about this set square, so one angle is 90 degree. Keep this. So one angle is 90 degree and this angle is 60 degree. Okay, and this angle is 30 degree. So this is a set square whose three angles are, one is 90 degree, another is 60 degree, and another is 30 degree. Right? And another set square which we have is, in this you can see one angle is either this or this is only place. So here also one angle is 90 degree and this angle is also 60 degree. Sorry, this angle is not 60 degree. This angle will be 45 degree and this angle will also be 45 degree. So here in this one angle is 90 degree, another angle is 45 degree. So if you see in both the cases the sum will come 180 degree and 180 degree. So these are the two basic concepts of two set square. And after the set square we have is the divider. Okay, but divider I don't have, that is like that only इसी तरह से होता है. Okay, but in that both the cases it will be same. So we can use that to divide any line segments or any lengths or to measure the any lengths. Okay, and after that we have is the compass. So this is the compass which I am talking about. So with the help of this we can draw the angle. Okay, we can construct the angle. And after that we have the protractor. Okay, show the protractor. With the help of which we can measure the angle also, we can construct the angle also. Okay, so here in the protractor we have two types of measurement. measurement, one is inside one. If you want to draw angle in right hand side, we will take the inside measurement, and if you want to draw the angle right side, then left side, then we will take the outside measurement. Okay, and with the help of this also we can check the angle measurement also. So now the most important thing is the ruler and the compass. So with the help of ruler and compass, when you draw any construction, that is called the geometry. So with the help of these two things only, we can construct any particular geometrical figure, and that is all about the things which we are going to learn today. So let us learn the chapter number 11, which is construction. So let us learn chapter number 11, which is construction. So in your previous class, you have also learned how to construct circle, how to construct quadrilaterals, how to construct triangle, how to construct square, rectangle. Those are constructions we have learned. We have also learned how to construct with the help of compass, how can construct angle of 30 degree, 60 degree, 15 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree, 120 degree. So these are measurement we have learned. So now the most important thing is to learn into deep. So let us consider first cases. It is asking to construct the bisector of a given angle. So if any angle is given, how can we construct the bisector of this angle? So we know the bisector means the equal half of that. Okay. So let us consider first by taking an angle measurement. Okay. So suppose here we want to bisect a angle of 60 degree or 90 degree. So how can we do? So for that, first of all, we have to draw an angle. So let us consider a ray here first. So suppose this ray is A, B. Now we will draw an angle of 60 degrees suppose. So we will place the protector here and we will take a radius, particular radius, whatever the radius you want to take, and then we will draw an arc. Okay. So after that we will place our compass here, and then again we will draw another arc. Placing here we will draw an arc. So this will be the 60 degree angle. Okay. Now we want to divide or bisect this 60 degree angle into two parts. So this is the 60 degree angle. Suppose I have drawn first, and suppose the name of this is C. Now how can we bisect this angle? To bisect this angle, again we will take the protector and in protector we will take and place the protector here, and we will take a radius and cut an arc here, and same we will place the protector here also and will take an arc. So very simply, this is how where both the points will meet, we will draw a line over there. So this will be the bisector of this particular angle. So suppose I am giving the name of this is D. So now this is how we can construct a bisector of a given line. So very easily you can see this is how we can draw the angle also, and we can bisect also. So this whole angle is of 60 degree, and this one angle, if you are talking about one single angle, this will be of 60 degree. Again, if you bisect this 30, you will find 15 degree, right? So this is how we can bisect a particular angle. Now the most important thing, how can we ensure or how can we prove that these two angles are equal? Okay, हम नहीं मानते हैं. Suppose I am asking, I have drawn an angle and I have bisected it. So how can we prove that the bisector will be equal only? So this is the most important thing which we will learn here. So to prove that, first most important thing with the construction, we have to draw one more construction by joining these two lines with the dotted. So let us draw here. So this will be one of the triangle, and if you draw this also, so this will be one of the triangle. So now with this we got two triangles. So with the help of these two triangles only we will prove this concept. Okay. So in triangle BEF, so BEF and triangle BDF and triangle BDF. So these are the two triangles. In these two triangles we will talk about. So here in these two triangles you can see BE and BD. These are same line. Why same line? Because this is the same radius. Okay, this is the same radius I have taken here also. This is the same radius I have taken here also. So in this two triangle, BD is equal to BE. You can write in bracket that they have same radii. Okay, same radii of the or same arc. You can say okay, radii of the same arc. So this is the arc we have drawn. So radius of the same arc. So same radii I have taken. And in this triangle and in this triangle only we are working. So this side also we have taken same length. We have taken same length. DF and EF. So here we have DF also will be equal to EF. So DF and EF are also the same length which we have taken. So this is the arc. Okay, this is the arcs of same triangles or arc of same angles you can say. So arc of equal radii. So here also we have taken the same length. From here also we have taken the same length. So radius is equal. So these two are also the arc of same radius. So here we got two sides equal. One, this side is equal to this. Another this side is also equal to this. And this common side, this is the common side you can see. The BF is the side of BEF also, and BF is the side of BDF also. So BF is equal to BF. So these two are common. Okay. So common sides. So here with the help of this you can say that these triangles, three sides are equal. One side this BD is equal to BE, the another side DF is equal to EF, and another side is BF is equal to BF. So with the help of this you can say with the side rules or side concurrence that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so therefore we can say with the help of side congruency that triangle BEF is equal to triangle BDF is equal to triangle BDF. So this is with the help of side congruency. Okay, so side congruency we have learned that if the three sides of a triangle are common same, then those two triangles will be congruent. Okay, so here if those these two triangles are congruent, then this angle measurement will be equal to this angle measurement definitely. So therefore angle EBF, this angle will be equal to FBD or FBC, whatever you will write. So is will be equal to DBF. I have written from this DBF or FBD, whatever you will write. So this is how you can prove that if you bisect any given angle, it will bisect by two equal angles. Okay. So now we will see how can we draw perpendicular bisectors of a line segment. So suppose one line segment is given. Now we want to draw the perpendicular bisector of this. Okay, so that this is divided into two equal part and the bisector should be of 90 degrees, so it will divide in 90 degrees. So for that we know first we will draw a line segment, we will give the name AB, and then we will take a radius of more than half of the length of the line segment. So that either you can measure also or use the help of placing here also, you can see this is more than that half. So we will take this much only. So we will draw an arc here. So we will draw an arc here. Same we will draw this side also, and placing here also in B we will do the same. So it is not touching, so that means you have to draw again from here. So this. So now we will bisect this and we will get the bisector of this line. So this will be the bisector of the particular line. So let us give the name. This is suppose P, this is Q, and this is M. M is the meeting point, and this is P point, and this is Q point. Let us consider. Okay. Now we have to verify that how this is the bisector of the angle, how this is 90 degree, and how this line is equal to this line. Length of this line is equal to this line, and this angle is equal to this angle. So to prove that, let us connect these points. So this one PA, this is join PA. The same way AQ, in the same way PB, in the same way BQ. Okay, now this we have to, with the help of this we have to prove two things. One is this length is equal to this length, another is this angle is equal to this angle. Okay, so now here we got, from the constructions we know AP is equal to BP. Okay, so this one, the length of this and length of this is equal, because here we have taken the same measurement. Okay, here we have taken the same measurement, this side also and this side also, and this side also and this side also. So in this particular angles of this particular construction, we can say AP and BP are equal. Okay, because they are arcs of equal radius. So AP is equal to BP. These are the arcs of equal radius. Okay. So now these are the two arcs which we got of equal radius, and AQ will also be equal to BQ with the same process. So AQ will be equal to the BQ with the same laws, arc of the equal radius. So these two are also arc of the equal radius. These two are also arc of the equal radius. Now the most important thing is here PM and MQ. So PM, PM and MQ, these are also common. Okay. So in case of, we can take this whole PQ also. This whole PQ also. So PQ will be equal to PQ because these are common sides of a triangle. So here we are working on APQ and BPQ. So in the triangle APQ and triangle BPQ. So in these two triangles we are working with. So this part of the triangle and this part of the triangle. So till now we have written this side and this side are equal. This side are equal, and this common side is also equal. So again we got side congruency. So with the help of side congruency, we can say that APQ or PAQ. Okay, so this is the congruence of BPQ or PBQ, whatever you say. Okay, so with this we can say triangle APQ is congruent to the triangle BPQ. So these two triangles are congruent to each other because the sides are equal. Okay. So till now, if we see these two triangles are equal, then we can say angle APM. So angle APM, this angle will be equal to angle BPM. So this angle. So these two angles will be equal. So here therefore angle APM will be equal to the angle BPM. So definitely these two angles will be equal. So till now we got this much. Now let us see what we can do is. Now we will see in triangle PMA. So PMA. So now we will work on this triangle. So now in triangle PMA, so PMA and triangle PMB. So PMB. So as of now we have done, previously we have done with the whole angle, this triangle and this triangle. Now we will see with this triangle and this triangle. Okay. So in these two triangles, what we can say is, here also in the same case, AP is equal to BP. Okay, so AP is equal to BP. The same things, arcs of equal radius, and same PM is equal to PM. PM is equal to PM, common sides. Okay, and angle APM is also equal to angle BPM. So angle APM and angle BPM, these two angles we have got here. So now here two sides are equal and one angles is equal. So side angle sides congruency. So with the help of side angle side congruency, you can say these two triangles are congruent to each other, right? So if these two angles and these two sides, this side and this common sides are equal, then therefore triangle PMA is congruent to the triangle PMB. So PMA, this triangle and this triangle, these two triangles are congruent to triangles are congruent to each other, then AM will be equal to BM. So because these two are congruent, so congruent means what? All the things are same. So this side length will be equal to the this side length also. And if this side length and this side length is equal, then we can say with the help of, or we also know that angle PMA plus this one, angle PMA plus angle PMB is equal to 180 degree. Okay, so plus angle PMB is equal to 180 degree. How? Because this is the angle formed in a line. So linear pair property of the triangles. Okay, so with the help of linear pair we can say these two triangle sum will be 180 degree. And if these two triangle sums is 180 degree and both the triangles are equal, then definitely angle PMA is equal to angle PMB will be 90 degree. Here it is given that both the lines are same. Okay, and AM is equal to BM also. So we can say now this is how we can prove that this angle and this angle is 90 degree. Both the angles is 90 degree. So this is the most important thing here to prove that both the sides are also same, because ये जब तक same नहीं होगा तो ये bisect नहीं करेगा, और this is forming a perpendicular distance also. Otherwise we have to prove for perpendicular we have to prove 90 degree. Okay, so this is how we can prove the constructions that bisectors of the line segments. Okay. So now in homework try to solve questions of exercise 11.1. If you face any doubts in any questions, we will discuss it in the class also, and you can ask. Thank you. Have a good time. Take care.